This conference will now be recorded.
Now check sale, make and sell invoice. Gupta General Store, main store. Select the material center as main store. Item Rexona, 10 pieces on the rate of 50 rupees, and tax calculated will be item wise. Now save the bill. Yes. Now, how can see the report of interest calculation account wise? So go to display menu, interest calculation, bill receivable, one account, select the account, flat rate. Whether if you define the rate of percentage in master or here you can define the rate of interest, both of the options are available. I have not defined the rate. Just a minute. Now, Gupta General Store, interest calculated as on. Define the date, current date, according to check the interest rate. Suppose you have make an invoice on 1/4/2020 and payment amount not received 15/4/2020. So you can check as on date 15/4/2020 how much interest will be calculated according to the defined rate of percentage in account master. So flat rate, I have already rate of percentage in account master. Then press. Then this is the report. Reference number according to invoice number, type sale, dated this one, due date 1/4 according to the bill of amount 560, uncleared, paid on, uncleared, days 14. As per the rate of interest, it will calculate the interest amount 1.07. If you want to post the same interest voucher in the party master, then here you can press F4. Then it will ask the general voucher series, voucher date, and interest receivable account. Select interest account. If there is no interest account, then you can create by press F3. Interest receivable, income, create bill reference. Yes. Now press OK. One general voucher for interest has been posted successfully. So according to this voucher, you can check the ledger of Gupta General Store. This is the invoice and journal entry of interest receivable. Suppose any debtor, sundry debtor, or any creditor, sundry debtor, if not made the payment within the due date, then you can charge the interest on his account, and after the payment deduction, you can dismiss the same voucher, general voucher, if it will necessary according to your company norms. So that is the working structure of account wise interest rate. So next point, show account current balance during voucher entry. Show account current balance during voucher entry. What is the option? What is the meaning of this option? Basically, it will It is showing the current balance of ledger when you make the invoice, when you make any transaction, suppose receipt entry, payment entry, or any sale invoice, material issue, quotation, something, whatever you make a transaction, it will show you the current balance of the ledger, whether it is sundry debtor or it is sundry creditor. So how it is showing, I will show you. Take this option. Now make an invoice for Gupta General Store. This is current balance. In bottom of party master name Gupta General Store, current balance 561.07 debit balance. This is the option for current balance during voucher entry. When you select any ledger master in sale or any purchase or any other transaction, then here it is showing current balance. This is the only option. Now next option is balance sheet stock updation. There are three options: manually, stock status, and ask me. Balance sheet stock updation. Some of the parties are required to update his closing stock balance according to his requirement. Like manually, he want to change his balance according to stock status. He want to required that software ask me what is the can we update the software balance as per your closing stock or as per your valuation method, whatever you have defined in inventory stock. So first we discuss with manually. Select the manually option, then save this menu. On selecting this option, you can manually enter stock for each month in the balance sheet report. So how can you enter the balance in each month? Let me see. Go to final result, balance sheet, horizontal. Final result, balance sheet, horizontal. Define the date of period. Now in this menu, it is not asking for update the balance sheet closing stock. There is no any line to show update closing balance sheet stock. Now press F2. Closing stock. Press enter. Stock. Here you can define month-wise balances. Suppose we have defined in April 5,000, May 4,000, June 4,800, July 3,000, August 7,000, September 5,000, and October 4,000, November 8,000, December 4,500, January 6,500, February 4,500, and March is 3,200. Now press save this button. Now as per the month-wise closing stock, your March closing stock is 3200, which is you have defined in month wise update closing stock. Now again open the same balance sheet. Okay, go to profit report. Now it is showing 5000 because 5000 I have defined in April month. So if we check 31st December, what is the closing stock balance in 31st December? Then go to closing stock report because we have defined in December month 4500. This is the way of manual stock defined in balance sheet. Now discuss on second option, stock status. Stock status means, what is the stock status means? Stock status means select if you want to reflect stock in the balance sheet as calculated by BG by using the stock valuation method and the vendors entered various items. So it will calculate it automatically by BG software. This is the stock status method. And ask me option is like working as an update balance sheet. Stock option will ask the update stock option in report window. So let's see on screen. Go to final result balance sheet horizontal standard. Now see here, it will showing stock status account wise, item wise. It will calculate automatically whatever your stock has been there. It will calculate the rate of cost and calculate from the quantity and showing in the screen. You cannot define manually the closing stock in balance sheet if you select the stock status in this option. Now third option is ask me. When you select ask me, then in balance sheet option it is asking for update the closing stock like that. See on the screen, this is the option. Before that this option is not showing on the both of the option in stock status or manually. But when you choose the ask me option in balance sheet update stock status, then it is asking update balance sheet stock. Suppose you have changed your balance. Okay, how? Now closing stock. Suppose you have changed your closing balance as 4500 in April month, and in March month you have defined your closing balance 7800. Save it. Now April month it is showing 4500. When you open it is again and enable this option update balance sheet stock, so it will calculate automatically 1200, which is you have defined in earlier. If you have checked 31st March, then it will updated 1200. but I have defined before that 7800 in March month, so it is updating automatically. Every time it has been updated the closing stock in balance sheet. So this is the feature for update balance sheet stock. Now next option is single entry system. Single entry system. What is single entry system and how it will work? Basically, single entry system is related to the accounting information. If you want to maintain a single entry system for payment and receipt voucher, so at the time of payment and receipt, only just select the credit account, debit account. It will choose automatically like cash or bank. In payment mode, in receipt mode, it will automatically choose the debit mode, cash or bank. So only you only need to select the payment receipt mode and specify the affected account. You do not need to remember and specify the debit and credit aspect of the affected accounts. It will reduce the burden in such a way that you only need to know whether the voucher are entering is a payment or receipt voucher. Okay, so how it will work, let me see. Now save this, go to transaction, receipt, add, select voucher series, date, receipt mode, cash or bank, whatever you have received. Narration, GST nature not applicable. Just define only affected accounts, whichever. Now I have received from Gupta General Store. How much amount you have received? Suppose I have received 500 rupees. Okay, so adjust the adjustment reference. We have two references. First, I have adjust invoice. Press OK. Define narration. Now save it. This is the way of single entry. In double entry, you have select the both account, debit account and credit account. But in single entry, you have to select only affected account. In receipt mode, you have choose cash or bank. In payment mode, you have choose cash or bank mode. So this is the way of single entry system. Now next option is posting in accounts through sales return and purchase return. Posting in accounts through sales return and purchase return. Sales return and purchase return means it is a debit note or credit note. Suppose you have made a sale invoice of 100 quantity to any your vendor, and after for few days it has returned the some of the quantity on those bills. So you have to enter the sales return, and after that you have written the same quantity to your sundry caterer, then you have to make an purchase return. So both are vice versa. So how it will work, let me show you on the screen. Posting in accounts through sales return and purchase return. If you uncheck this option, you can make sales return and purchase return, but it will not reflect in your accounts in your ledger. Suppose you have make and sale invoice for Gupta General Store 100 rupees, and Gupta General Store will return one or two quantity. after 10 days, and you have make the sales return invoice in your account books, but you have not clicked on this option, posting in accounts. You have not clicked on this option, then this entry will not affect your accounts. It is only affecting your inventory. So it is the major necessary option. You have to click on this menu, posting accounts in through sales return and purchase return. Save. Now I have already make invoice as Gupta General Store. So now we have entered sales return credit code. The General Store voucher number. When you have defined voucher number, original vouchers number, original sales invoice number, then sale amount and its tax GST amount will come automatically here. And it is necessary you have to define, because as per GST norms, you should make an bill by bill sales return. You have not authorized to make and sales return for multiple bill. At the time of GST or return files, it is not applicable. You have not upload the JSON file, and it will showing some errors. So I request you everyone, please, when you make an sales, make single separate invoice for one bill. One bill have one sales return. So make an entry, Sona, 2 pieces. Now press F2 for saving. If you want to adjust the reference, then adjust, otherwise new reference. Now this reference already exists in sales voucher. So at the time of sales return, you have to make sure that your voucher number is not same the sales voucher number, because sometimes if you make the same series, same voucher numbering, then at the time of GSTR filing, it shows an error, the duplicate invoice number are here. So at the time of invoice numbering, you have to change your number. Now here I will change only reference number, like 1. Save. Now check the Gupta Medical, Gupta General Store. Now this is the sales return voucher. It will affect the accounting. Suppose I have not checked those option, posting accounts in sales return and purchase return. So this entry will not comes here. If I check the box, then this entry will affect here. Otherwise, it will affect only inventory part. It will not affect the accounting parts. So this is the purpose to check this option. Now next option is enable party dashboard. Enable party dashboard. Dashboard means, what is the dashboard? It will show you all the information whatever related your party, like sales, sales, how much the amount in sales return, sales outstanding, some receipt amount is pending, and any other information whatever you want to define in dashboard. And show party dashboard after selecting party in vouchers or before. So first you have to configure the same enable party dashboard. How to configure it? Let me see. Save this option. Configuration, party dashboard configuration, party. will show you a standard format. Already we have defined the party dashboard configuration. If you want to some other changes required, then you have to make an add format according to as per your requirement. Suppose you have created a format 001 and configure whatever you have defined in sales transaction to be shown. When you make an sale invoice, then whatever you have required, show pending bills. Yes. Use default for sales. Ledger balance, account ledger balance with debit credit, last sale account, last sale voucher amount, then last receipt account, last receipt amount, total sale, how much total sale will be can done on this the ledger, and total receipt. For these all sale, return, purchase, return, payment, receipt at the time of transaction, you have to show the party dashboard. Suppose you have configure the same and save it, then quit. Now select Gupta. Yes, this option, save. Now the party dashboard has been coming. So first we have defined pending bill receivable. Second, we have defined ledger balance, last sale, last receipt, total receipt. And third is the transaction menu that is showing you whatever transaction you have done on this ledger, like sales return, receipt, journal, sales, on which date, and what is the invoice number and its amount. If you have defined any voucher narration or optional field are you using in the time of voucher creation, then here it will be coming. Show full voucher detail. Suppose you have clicked on this option, sale, then it is showing full voucher detail. Serial number 4, dated this, type sale, voucher bill number this, item name this one, quantity defined, unit, price, and voucher amount. This is showing full voucher detail. If you click on how hide voucher detail, then it will be hide and showing only the amount and voucher number and date and type of voucher. Now clicking OK, then you can get the next step. So this is the provision of party dashboard. Now maintain account category. Account category is a other separate option. Like suppose you have two types of sundry data. Like one is retailer and one is wholesaler. Wholesaler. So you can define the category of account in same area. Like you are working in Chennai and there are two different types of sundry data. One is retailer, one is wholesaler. So you can define in account category, and you can change this name as account category, whatever you have defined, but we can continue on the same name. Save it. Now go to modify the account master. Suppose Gupta General Store. Now here it is asking tag account category. If you not want to select any category, then press escape button for skip this option. And if you want to define the category, then press F3 for create category, like distributor. And you can define multiple categories. Press F2 for save. In DG, we have changed this account. Now here you can define stockist. Okay. So this is the way you can define. And what is the purpose of account category? In some of the reports, you can check account category wise report, and you can add custom columns in the reports for category wise reporting. This is the purpose for giving this option. Now, next option is bank reconciliation. Bank reconciliation. Suppose you are giving some advance checks or some receive any advance receipt, and as per your date you have not posted the entry in your accounts. So this is the option will help you the bank reconciliation for matching the bank statement and as per your computer statement. It will help you for matching statement according your bank and your book that is maintained in your software. You can enter the detail of uncleared check issued, deposit of the previous year, uncleared entries, check issued and deposit that will appear while saving account master for the bank account. And you can see the cleared entries, uncleared entries and reconcile statement or according to your bank statement and your computer statement. So how it will work, we can see. In display, bank reconciliation, show all entries. First, we have not created any bank, so let me create a bank account. If you have any opening uncleared entries from last year, so you can here define the entries. If it is not available, then press F2. Check issued. If you have any uncleared entry, check issued, whatever you have issued, then you can define opening uncleared entries. First, we have received the input type like 1000 Punjab National Bank. Now save. Now check show all entries. Punjab National Bank. Now it is showing you have deposited 150,000 entry in your Punjab National Bank account. Receipt entry. This is receipt entry. So it is not showing any clearing date. When it will clear? Suppose your bank, as per your bank statement, it will clear on 5/4/2020. This option will feed clearing date. This option will clear, showing by F4. Pressing F4. When you press F4 here, then this option will showing. Now it will asking clearing date and clear full voucher or partially. So clearing full voucher. Now it is showing clear date and bank amount showing 50,000. Now save. Show uncleared entries. Now I have cleared all account entries. Now it is showing 5,000, 50,000, 5/4/2020 has been cleared. 2020 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 has been cle Now it is not showing in uncleared bank entries. Before that, it is showing uncleared. Suppose I have checked 14244 2020. So it is showing uncleared because I have cleared this check on 5/4/2020. After 5/4/2000 showing for 20, it will showing in cleared report. So cleared entry. Now check the date. Suppose 10/4/2020. Now it is showing here. It is clearing on 5/4/2020. So you can match according to your bank statement and your computer reconcile statement. If you want to check reconcile statement, then select this option. Bank balance as per ledger 50,000. Check deposit from 1/4 to 10/4 but not cleared. Add check issued. If you have any issues, check between the 1/4 and to 10/4/20, then showing here but not cleared. Account bank balance as on 10/4/2020 50,000. So it is matched as per your bank, as per your actual computer. So this is the bank reconciliation part. Maintain bank instrument detail. Bank instrument detail is working like before that we have not any option to select and that this is check, this is the RTGS, this is NEFT. So after the BG18 option, we have defined this maintain bank instrument detail. So at the time of payment or receipt voucher from bank option, you can define its the type. It is NEFT, it is RTGS, it is check, it is demand draft, whatever. How can you define? Let's see. Save. Now make payment entry. Suppose 400. Instrument type RTGS, NEFT, check, PO, DD, ECS, A2A, IMPS, e-payment, transfer, or other, whatever. So I have selected check and check number is 456789. So this is the bank instrument type and its number. Now next option is post dated checks in payment and receipt voucher. In every business, now we are seeing post dated checks in payment and receipt voucher. So how it will work? Let me see. Make and payment voucher. Suppose today is 15/5/2020. Now I am entering the date 25/2020. It's regular or PDC. It is asking type regular or PDC. Suppose you have issue a check, issue a payment voucher within the current date, then you have select as regular. If you define the date as advance, then you should select as PDC date. Now, before that, I have defined 25/5/2020 date. So these both dates are different. First date is your voucher date when you have entered this voucher, and second date is PDC check date. This check will have deposited in bank when you have deposited in bank and when it was cleared after this date, whatever you have mentioned here. So today is 15. I have select 15/5 and PDC for 25/2020. Before 25/5/2020, it will not reflect in the accounts and it will not affect any accounting. But in the ledger balance, you have to check the bank balance as per your date, defined date. You have to see the bank balance as on 22/5/2020. Now make an entry. Now, how can you see the reports? Display account summary, PDC detail. PDC detail to be shown for one bank or all bank. We have select one bank, select as a bank and define the date. Now it is showing here PDC date, type, voucher bill number, amount, PDC issued, PDC or if you have received, then here it will be reflected. So narration. So this is the PDC detail. You can check here how much check you have issued and how much check you have received for advance date. This is the option for PDC working. When 25/2020 is come, then it will showing in as per ledger. Now next option is check printing. Now in busy we have giving one more advanced option, check printing. You can print your check from busy directly. You have no need to define check manually like account name and amount or whatever. So you have to check print directly from busy software. At the time of voucher saving, it is asking to print check, so you can print from busy directly. How can you print check from busy? So we will see on the screen. Save this option. First you need to define the format. In configuration, check printing. Here you can define the format. So click on add format. Suppose I have we have defined PNB Bank. Check format. Configured. Select scale mode for printing inches. Select printing mode landscape. Printer configuration. Whatever you have connected the printer, you can define here like that. I have choose do PDF. Top margin. The check in the check printing, you have defined the top margin, because after top margin you can define the pay account name, payee name, and left margin some of the pre-printed or information is on printing on printed on check, so you have to define the left margin also. After that, define check settings, check height and check width. What is the height of check and what is the width of check? Then click on check configure. Here is the option. This DD YY is the date, month and year. Check print name. Amounts in word base currency line 1, amount in word base currency line 2, total amount and account page. These are in bottom you can see your preview. Suppose you have changed this position of total amount, then this is showing here preview, and you can change the field according to your requirement, data field or image or plain text. Check print name, account alias, account print name, total amount print, whatever you have changed. Top, height, left, width. This is the configuration of this total amount control box. How much gap you define the top of the check and left gap and height of this box and width of this box. Alignment you have required in center, left or right. Padding character, whatever you have defined the padding starting character. Font you are using Thoma. Font style bold and font size 10. Maximum character, how much character you can define. Here you can define maximum 2. Decimal places 2, and underline. If you require any underline, then press enable this option. So okay this, save and quit. Now go to payment, modify any check voucher. Now enable the check printing option. Just a minute, I will configure the theme. 1 2 3. Punjab National Bank. Now modify the check voucher, payment voucher. Suppose you have save it. Now it is asking for print check for bank Punjab National Bank, format PNB. Yes, I click on yes. Format type is PNB. Print check with account amount. Yes. Now select the check and click on OK button. Now you can check the preview here. This is the preview. Busy info tag, date, 4,000 only amount and account pay. So as per your requirement, you can define your format and your printing as per your check structure. Every bank have different structure check. So you have to choose as per your requirement and define the setting as per your formats. Now let's take a short break. We will be back in 5 minutes. So I request to everyone, if you have any query related about the current topic, then after this session we will discuss the same. So please mention your name in chat box window so that I can announce your name one by one and discuss the same after this session. So we will back in 5 minutes. Now let's start for our today's session. So before that, you I have discussed with you the posting in account, future student purchase done dashboard, party dashboard, maintain account category, bank reconciliations, post-dated BDC entry, receipt and vouchers, more, maintain bank instrument detail, you can maintain the instrument like NEFT, RTGS, whatever, and check printing options also we can discuss. Now the next point is royalty calculation. Royalty. So royalty is basically the amount paid to an author or any other such person on sale of books, article, and so on. So it is very useful feature who is maintaining the business of books. This feature is very useful if royalty paid on the items whatever you have paid. So it can maintain record of royalty paid to the authors. How can it will work? Let me see on the software. First, enable the royalty calculation. Save this option. Now go to master option. Make an author. Add. Suppose we have defined Raj Kamal. I have defined author name connected with account. So I have created this account Raj Kamal and Sangeeta address. This is the author master. Here you can define the author name, add, modify or list. Modify if you want to modify any detail in the author master, you can modify here or delete and list. Here you can get list of authors in your busy screen. So I have created the author name. After that, make an item and book. Sorry, group number. This is unit representation. Now this is the option total number of authors. How many authors you are defining this item who paid the royalty of at the time of transaction you have it will create the royalty calculation. Okay, so you have defined maximum 10 authors in one item master. So I have defined one author name. I have select Rajkamal, royalty percentage of MRP or sales price on of main unit. I have defined 10%, and discount on MRP is like 2%. Before that, I have defined 500. Save this master, then make a transaction. Suppose I make Gupta General Store and issue a storybook of 4 pieces and a rate of 5%. Now save this invoice. Now I have created the invoice. Now how can see the report of royalty calculation? So go to display menu, royalty calculation, one author or all authors. Select one author, calculate royalty on the basis of MRP or sales value. I have selected as sales value. Generate royalty calculation report with sales detail only or complete stock detail. No, I have calculated only sales detail only, because when we make the invoice, then we'll calculate royalty. Otherwise, it will not calculate. So we have calculate only sales details only. See author, select the author name Rajkamal, select the starting date and ending date. Now this is the royalty calculation. Item name is storybook, royalty is 10%, sale quantity 4, net sales 4, sales amount is 2000. So 2000, 10% of 2000 rupees is 200. So this is the royalty amount. Now, as per this report, you have to post this voucher in Rajkamal account also, so that you can maintain the Rajkamal account also for royalty calculation. So select this voucher by mouse and press F4 for posting the accounts on the create expense label like royalty as expense indirect. One voucher posted. Now check the ledger of Rajkamal. Now here it is showing 2000 rupees general voucher posting. At the time of month ending, you can make the payment voucher of Rajkamal like that. I have paid the royalty amount to the author, so make an payment voucher develop Rajkamal. Current balance is showing here 200 rupees in the bottom of voucher 200. Punjab National Bank and save. So this is the option of royalty calculation. I have shown you how it will work and how you will configure in the Busy software. First, you have to enable this option in account features and create an author from master menu. After that, create an item and define the number of authors and define the percentage of royalty calculation on sales basis or MRP basis. Now make a transaction of the defined item. After that, you have to check the royalty calculation report from display, royalty calculation report for the defined period, and press F4 for make the general voucher posting account posting in the author accounts. After that, you have to make an payment voucher to pay the royalty amount. So this is the option. Now next, Company Act depreciation we'll discuss after in another session. Now we have discussed maintain subledger. Subledger, how can it work? And subledger, what is the subledger? Why we will give subledger? Suppose you have a party named X and it has two branches in Delhi and Mumbai. In such a case, you will need that you should be able to do the transaction with both of the location, and check the reports, would be able to generate separate report of uh, both branches or combined report of both branches. So this is possibly maintain subledger in accounting. So first you have to create account master and choose as general ledger. After that you have to make create two more account uh, and select as sub ledger under the general ledger of main master. So how can it work? We will see on the screen. Save this option, master, account master, add. Suppose let's say an example. Laser type. It is showing asking laser type. It is general laser or sub laser. So first I have create general laser as a group, sundry, better. Save this account. Now create as another account. So this is sub laser of Gulfa Laboratories Limited. It means Gulfa Laboratories Limited is the main laser and Ricova Pharma Expo Private Limited is the sub laser of Gulfa Laboratories Limited. That is like a branch which is located in other state or in the same state or in different cities. So I have created as in like Maharashtra. Press F2, and other one is subledger of Gulfa Laboratories in Gujarat. Now make a transaction of Alchem which is located in Gujarat. Rexona soap 40 pieces at the rate of 50. Save it and make another invoice for Ricova Pharma 10 piece. Now I have done two invoices. One is for Alchem Pharma Limited and one is for Ricova Pharma Private Limited. So I have defined two invoices, but how can we check the main ledger detail that two invoices has been created from the main option? So let me see ledger report. Main ledger is Gulfa Laboratories Limited. show sub ledger detail also. First we have without this enable this option. Now here both of invoices are there in the main ledger. But if you have checked the sub ledger detail, then it is not reflecting any entries like Recova. This is a sub ledger report, so it will open in standard mode. It will showing only this bill like voucher, bill number, debit mode or balance. And if you select Gulfa Laboratories, then it is showing as ledger report. In sub ledger, you can check only voucher report. In main ledger, you can check the ledger report. Now, if you enable this option show sub ledger detail also, then you can see the sub ledger name information is there. Alkem Pharma Limited is debited amount 2240 rupees and Recover Pharma debited the amount 560 rupees. So this is the main ledger. Now at the time of receipt, it you have to make an entry on main ledger only. You have not make an entry on sub ledger. Receipt entry will be entered in only main ledger because accounting is maintaining in only head office. These are the branches office as per consignment branch or as per consignee agent. You have to make invoice on branch or you have to make invoice for branch party, but at the time of receipt you have received only amount in head office. So select Gulfa Laboratories Limited. For the account name, you have here you can choose the sub ledger name like Alkem Pharma. When you have select the Alkem Pharma, it is showing here its current balance 2240 rupees. So you have defined, suppose I have received 1200 only, and other sub ledger account is Recover Pharma. I have received only 100 rupees. Now press OK. So 1300 the total amount. Adjustment, you can adjust the bill and define the bank name. Now check again the ledger of Gulfa Laboratories Limited with sub ledger detail also. Now you have see on the screen that receipt entry Punjab National Bank and define the ledger name also Alkem Pharma. From Alkem Pharma you have received 1200 and from Recover Pharma you have received 100 rupees. Total amount have credited 1300. So this is the purpose of creating sub ledger. Suppose you have two branches that you can maintain two branches in a single software. So here you can maintain both. You can maintain sub ledger feature. Now next option is maintain multiple account aliases. First, when you have clicked this option, then it is asking specify different address detail with multiple aliases. So you can choose specify different. Now save this option. In account master, it is asking for multiple aliases. Account modify, like suppose I have select Gupta General Store. Now it is asking account Gupta General Store, address, GSTN, contact detail or none. Additional information. Additional account alias. Suppose the Gupta General Store have two name or three name and print name are different and they have multiple address. So here you can define the multiple aliases, multiple address, multiple GSTN contact detail. Whatever you have in records, you can define here like 1, 2, 3. Address one, 2, and print name is 2, address is like that. And you cannot define the same name of main name and account alias name. So here choose as one. Now save this. Now at the time of modification, you can see the screen that there is a three types of laser: Gupta General Store, Gupta General Store 1, Gupta General Store 2. So it is like a sub laser type, and you can define the invoice of Gupta General Store, Gupta General Store 1, Gupta General Store 2. So you can make an invoice both of these lasers, but it will reflect only in main accounts like that. Suppose you have select Gupta General Store 2. When you press enter, then it will automatically convert into Gupta General Store, and other information will be stored as Gupta General Store 2. At the time of printing, it will print as Gupta General Store 2 and the print on the same address of Gupta General Store 2. Now check its laser, Gupta General Store 2. Now this is the invoice, Gupta General. So it will automatically go to on main laser. You have select as 2, but it will automatically go to on main laser. So next option is multi-currency. Multi-currency is basically defined as, suppose a company has working in export and import business, so they will define the multi-currency, because at the time of export or import receipt and payment vouchers, they have maintaining the different currencies like dollar, euro, pound, or INR, whatever. So this option will work like for other currency, and you can define currency conversion decimal places as 6. So how it will work? Let me see. Save this option, or generally companies in import export business, so it will deal in more than one currency. For this purpose, he can maintain the multi currency features. You can maintain your accounts in more than one currency. So first you have to enable this feature in accounts features. After that, you have create currency master, currency conversion master. On master menu, first currency, add, suppose dollar already exists. So we have checked, yeah, dollar is already existed. USD cents, BPA. BPA means base currency per alternate currency, and ABP means alternate currency per base currency. So here we can choose as BPA, save, and currency conversion is now here you can define currency conversion master. Currency is dollar, standard rate is 75, selling rate is 75, buying rate is 75. Save. Now make an export invoice like that. But it is not asking this is for INR or this is for dollar. So first you have to define the multi-currency in account master, multi-currency. Enable this option, and if you have any opening balances in multiple currency wise, then you have to define here rupees or dollar or euro or pound. If not, then press skip and save this option. Then make an voucher again of the same party, choose as export Kalpa. Then it is asking currency. Now make an invoice in dollar. So conversion rate is 75. Okay. Now Rexona soap one piece $100. Okay. Save. Yes. Okay. Now check Kalpa Laboratories Limited. Before that, I have deleted this vouchers and this report also. Now this is 7500 by, but I have make an invoice of 100 rupees. So invoice showing only dollars in dollar currency, but at the in laser report you can check your report in INR also. Okay. So invoice amount is $100, but in accounting ledger it is showing as 7500 because you have defined $1 is 75 rupees. So according to $100 is 7500. So now at the time of receipt, suppose you have received some amount. Now do one thing. I have make an invoice on 1/4 and that date currency rate is 75 rupees. At the time of receipt, I have received on 10/4/2020, and on this date the dollar has become down like 70 rupees. Okay, so uh, Gulfa $100. Okay, modify the bank and enable multi-currency. I have received $100. Now check again the Gulfa laboratories. So at the time of sale invoice, the dollar conversion rate is 75 rupees, $75 for 1 rupee. But at the time of receipt, it will reduce up at 70 rupees. So there is a loss for us. 500 rupees according to the dollar reducing rate. I have loss of 500 rupees. So how can I adjust the same? So this one, for adjustment of forex gain and loss, you have to go to administration, bulk updation, and auto generate forex gain loss voucher. Select as account. Voucher to be generated for one account wise, group of account wise, or selected accounts. So one account, Gulfa forex gain loss account. You have create forex gain and loss account. Dollar net of transaction or closing balance. Here closing balance and date 15, then voucher revaluation date 75 rupees. Okay, do you want to start the process of generate multi-currency revaluation voucher? Yes, one revaluation voucher has been generated. So check the ledger of Gulfa Laboratories Limited. Now rectify the it will create a forex gain and loss voucher as per your loss or profit according to the changes of dollar rate in conversion rate of dollar. So this is the now it will change closing balance as 0. Before that This is the 500 debited amount showing in ledger. So after entry, if suppose you have received dollar in different rate of conversion, and your accounting has been affected the loss or profit in your ledger master, so you have to post the forex gain or loss voucher in the respected accounts. Now in the accounts feature, the last option is maintain image notes with masters and vouchers. When you click on this option, it will show a different window: maintain image with account master, maintain notes with account masters. Suppose you have defined a image with account master, so you have to choose as a folder like revision systems. um, First I have checked there is images or not. Yeah. Now I have changed his name as, just do one thing, copy this image as on different folder, copy, and go to on D drive, select make a new folder, image, and paste here, and change its name at like rohan.jpg. Okay. Now again go to feature and option, accounts, change the image path, D drive, image. Okay. Okay. Now create an account master as a name of Rohan. When you have created, it will show you the image in the bottom of laser here. This one. This is the image. Okay. So as per this feature, you can define the image. But your image name and your account name will be remain same. If your account name has different with your image name, then image will not showing in ledger master or in account master. So both names are same. Okay. Now check again. It's maintain notes with account master. Maximum character in one line as 80. In one line note master, you can define 80 characters. So account notes in data entry. Yeah. Click on this. Maintain image with accounting voucher. Yes. Maintain notes with accounting voucher. Yes. Okay. Now save this. So first I have created account master as Rohan, as general ledger, sundry debtors. Now this is the notes window. In one line you can define only 80 characters. Okay. So this is the notes. Save. Yes. After that, when you make the transaction sale, and you have, when you have choose as Rohan, now this note master will be open because you have Select the option that Note Master will open in accounting voucher or inventory voucher. Then press OK. Now the same image will reflect here. I will show you this one. Okay. If suppose you have make an accounting voucher like receipt from Rohan, then Note Master and Account Master image will be coming. So this is the option will work like maintain image and account notes with account master and vouchers. But remember one thing, image name and account master name will be remain same. Otherwise it will not reflect in accounting entries or any inventory entry. It is not reflecting. So today we have discussed the complete accounting features in busy software. I think so today you have learned accounting accounts feature in busy software. I think you are understand whatever I have explained to you in brief or some points. So if you have any query related to about our current session, then please mention your name in chat box window so that we will discuss on one by one and point wise. If otherwise, we will close this session and thank you for your patience. If you have any feedback, valuable feedback, then please share with on group and also mention the in chat box window. We will definitely do on the same feedback. So I request you everyone, if you have any query about the current session, please mention your name or please unmute your mic and discuss me with directly. Now you can unmute your mic. I think there is no query and everyone should be understand very easily. So today we have discussed about the accounting features and now we will close our today current session. Next topic will continue on the same time for tomorrow. We will share the GoToMeeting detail on the group, WhatsApp group. So I request you to everyone be join on time and continue the session. So thank you everyone. Thank you for patience.